Intro, a date that could change everything, November 23rd, 2025. A Sunday that might seem like any other day, but for the WNBA, it's a moment that could reshape the entire future of women's basketball. The WNBA Draft Lottery 2026, officially announced by the league, is more than just ping-pong balls and team logos. It's the spark that determines who gets the next superstar, the next face of women's basketball, and possibly the next Caitlin Clark or Paige Bueckers. For fans, it's anticipation. For teams, it's destiny. For players, it's the dream they've been chasing their entire lives. Chapter 1. What is the WNBA Draft Lottery? Before we dive into this year's excitement, let's rewind. The WNBA Draft Lottery is the system the league uses to determine the order of selection for the top 4 picks in the upcoming WNBA Draft. The teams that missed the playoffs from the previous 2 seasons are entered into the lottery, with their odds weighted based on their win-loss records. It's a fair but dramatic system, built to give weaker teams a chance at redemption. This time it's even more intense, because 2026 is expected to feature one of the deepest and most talented draft classes in years. Chapter 2. Why the 2026 draft is special. The 2026 WNBA draft isn't just another draft. It's being hyped as the new golden class. Why? Because of the talent waiting at the college level. Several NCAA stars are expected to declare for the draft, and their potential could completely alter franchises. Names being whispered in basketball circles include Paige Bueckers, UConn, the comeback queen, finally healthy and back in MVP form. Hailey Van Lith, TCU, one of the most competitive guards in women's college basketball. Angel Reese, LSU, dominant, confident, and ready to make an immediate impact. Cameron Brink, Stanford, elite shot blocker and versatile forward with championship DNA. Aaliyah Edwards, UConn, power, athleticism, and a pro-ready mindset. This draft isn't just deep, it's historic. The league is on the verge of a generational shift, one that could redefine how women's basketball is played, marketed, and celebrated. Chapter 3. Why teams are desperate for this lottery. Several WNBA teams have struggled in recent years. The Indiana Fever, Los Angeles Sparks, and Dallas Wings have all been rebuilding, waiting for that one superstar to turn their fortunes around. The lottery gives them hope. 2023, the Indiana Fever's lottery luck landed them Caitlin Clark, instantly boosting attendance, media coverage, and fan engagement. Now other franchises want the same spark, because in the WNBA, one draft pick can change everything. A single player can turn a losing team into a playoff contender. Double ticket sales, bring national sponsors, and even influence TV ratings. This is why November 23rd is being watched closely by every owner, coach, and fan. Chapter 4. Global Impact and Project B Shadow. Interestingly, the WNBA Draft Lottery 2026 comes at a time of tension, with Project B, the new international women's league, attracting global attention and offering million-dollar contracts. Some players may even weigh their options between entering the WNBA draft or signing with Project B. This creates a fascinating dynamic and a bit of uncertainty. Will all the top prospects stay loyal to the WNBA, or could one of them shock the world by signing abroad for higher pay? The outcome of the draft could shape that decision. If the league proves it's ready to invest, market, and grow, the next generation will stay. If not, the talent gap could shift globally. Chapter 5. Behind the scenes, how the lottery works. The WNBA uses 14 numbered balls in a lottery machine, drawn 4 at a time. Each team receives a set number of combinations based on their performance over the past 2 seasons. For example, the team with the worst record gets 44 chances out of 1,000. The next worst team gets 276 combinations, and so on. The suspense builds until the league officially announces the order, usually televised on ESPN. Fans, players, and coaches all tune in, hoping their team's logo appears first. Chapter 6. Who are the top prospects to watch? Let's take a closer look at some of the standout stars likely to headline the 2026 draft class. Paige Bueckers, UConn. Once dubbed the next big thing, Paige's comeback from injuries has been inspirational. Her court vision, leadership, and clutch performances make her a potential #1 pick. Angel Reese, LSU. The self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie has already proven she's built for the spotlight. A rebounding beast and double-double machine. Cameron Brink, Stanford. A defensive powerhouse who can anchor any team. Her maturity and IQ could make her a franchise cornerstone. Haley Van Lith, TCU. Tenacious and fearless, Haley brings both attitude and scoring punch, perfect for teams craving energy and toughness. Aaliyah Edwards, UConn. Explosive, efficient, and team-oriented. Her game screams professional readiness. Chapter 7. The fan's perspective for fans. The draft lottery is the ultimate what-if moment. Social media explodes with speculation, mock drafts, and predictions. Who deserves the #1 pick? Will a small market team finally get lucky? Will a powerhouse like New York or Las Vegas somehow sneak in? The conversation fuels weeks of excitement, content, and community engagement. Through Chapter 8, Business and Broadcast Impact. The 2026 Draft Lottery will be televised live on ESPN, a strategic move by the league to maximize viewership and hype. Last year's lottery drew one of the highest ratings in WNBA TV history, thanks to the Caitlin Clark buzz. This year, it could be even bigger. Every major network, social media outlet, and sports influencer is preparing coverage. Brands like Nike, Gatorade, and Google, all official WNBA sponsors, will likely feature ads tied to the event. It's not just basketball. It's business, branding, and global storytelling. Chapter 9. What this means for the WNBA's future. The 2026 WNBA Draft Lottery represents a critical pivot point for the league. After years of fighting for fair pay, exposure, and respect, women's basketball has finally found momentum. Stars like Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Brianna Stewart have opened doors. Now this draft class can break them wide open. If the WNBA capitalizes on this, with better marketing, media partnerships, and player support, it could mark the start of a new golden era. If not, leagues like Project B will continue to attract talent. Chapter 10. Conclusion. The day that defines a decade. So mark your calendars. Sunday, November 23, 2025. When the ping-pong balls bounce, the logos flash, and one team's future is decided. Remember, this isn't just luck, it's legacy. The 2026 WNBA Draft Lottery will decide who rises, who rebuilds, and who rewrites basketball history. And years from now, when the next superstar dominates the court, we'll look back and say, it all began on November 23rd,